Good day and welcome to the Friday edition of Sport Rep. My name is Jesse Jackson Kauraitha and I will be your host for today. It is a Friday and I think you know what it means. It simply means that we are looking forward to another action-packed show with the latest previews. And in today's show, our main focus will be on the Desert Jewel, who have an important assignment that is in South Africa. It is indeed the World Cup qualifiers. Will history be made? All that and more in today's show. And now for your latest on the hit list. Netball Namibia Secretary General Imelda Nerongo has lauded Debmarine Namibia for their investment in the sport. Speaking at the official send-off of the team to South Africa, she added that she is hopeful the team will qualify. Here is Nerongo for more.
This was really a very difficult path that we have walked since 2016. If you recall, in 2016, the first time we regained ranking, we were literally off the ranking table. We went with 9 players without a sponsor, and but we remained focused because our focus then was to re-obtain ranking on the international table, and ever since then we have really improved on our ranking. I'd also like to take this opportunity honestly to recognize the efforts by the players that have walked this road with us. We've got 2 senior players that have been with this team since 2010, and I'm very honored to actually see their representation still in this team. They're leading this team since 2010. They've sacrificed for this country and they've walked this path with us, so it has not been alone. Anna, Kasper and Eve, who's the current captain of this team. So apart from just investing time, they've really walked this mile with us in terms of improving the ranking of Namibia. Then we also have our coaching structures, which have changed over the years. And the point that I want to drive when I'm speaking about the coaches is it has not been easy, but we have done the best that we could for this team in terms of the preparations for this Africa Netball World Cup qualifiers. We are now at the point where we are saying we are here to play and participate and win competitions. You saw our status last year at the Africa Championships. We meant business, and with the qualifiers, we want to amplify that. We are going to qualify for the World Cup. For the World Cup in 2023 because it is in Africa. For the preparations, we wrote in very strategically indeed from our side as the board our competitors in this competition, Malawi coaches and the head coach of Zimbabwe. We wanted to spice it up in the sense that, you know, let's get whatever they mix in their pots in terms of how they perform and bring that spice into our pot. And I believe the road that we wanted to walk was this road, and to just qualify for this competition. And of course, with the assistance of Coach Tony, who has also been with the team since 2017. Then the competition, as I mentioned, is the Africa qualifiers. The actual World Cup will take place in Cape Town, South Africa, so we can't be left behind, and our aim is definitely to qualify. We are in a pool of 5 teams, and Namibia will be playing Tanzania, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and the whole South Africa, of course. Yes. So the competition is definitely tight, but I think the setup of the fixtures is in our favor. Therefore, I am imploring on all the players that are sitting here that we need to use that as our advantage. We will have resting time before we take on Zimbabwe, who we will win again. And then, of course, Tanzania, we don't know their strength at this stage because they haven't participated that much, but of course we are the better team. And then Botswana is obviously our arch rival. We had plenty of competition against Botswana, so I think the pool that we are in is quite comfortable, but we're not underestimating any team that we're going to play against. I think that is also the notion that the team has been preparing. I will not speak on the team's performance and readiness. I will leave that definitely to the coaches. But for the girls from Netball Namibia's side, we have really done all that we could under the circumstances that, you know, we find ourselves financially. We could have probably done better, but from where we come from, it has definitely been an improvement, and I think you guys are also seeing that to some extent, and I hope you appreciate that. We will make an announcement in terms of what is in for you guys, what if you qualify, when we qualify, but we shall qualify. I should rectify my speech because we keep saying not if, but we are qualifying. So when we qualify, Debmarine Namibia, who has made sure that we, or ensured that we are part of this competition with 1.4 million spent on this trip, will definitely be rewarding our players quite handsomely. But this announcement will be made in due course. Other than that, I think we need to thank Debmarine as a team, as a nation, as a federation, in terms of the investment that they've made in the Girl Child. This is what they have sponsored, and we've promised them that, you know, we have the potential to qualify. So I believe each and every player, as they go on court, should always put that on in their mind when they're taking that ball, and also know that, you know, this is one of the chances that we have, and it's a very good chance that we have. So yeah, we really want to thank Debmarine Namibia.
Well, that is Ms. Imelda Nerongo. It is a chilly Friday, but indeed a hot one for the Namibian team that is eager to qualify. We will have more of that after the break in the pipeline, but for now, stay tuned.
I studied medicine.
I studied geology.
I studied the Bachelor of Science.
You start to heal people, touch patients, you touch lives, you save lives, you realize this is really what you want to do, and you never get tired.
Having graduated from the University of Namibia, I was able to open my own law firm and help people attend to their legal problems.
Let's do the things that must be done and make it great.
If you want to do it, just do it.
That's what I wanted to do.
So the sky is the limit.
My UNAM, my pride.
It is indeed the pipeline, and we know what is in the pipeline, as well as what is taking place this weekend. We know that there are big matches to come. But first, let's start off with the Debmarine Namibia Desert Jewels. Although they start on Sunday, their captain Nanguloshi Kamutushi says the national team are eager to rewrite the history books by qualifying to the World Cup slated for Cape Town next year. The winning spirit among Namibia's national team players has been evident on their faces and in their mood ahead of the big World Cup qualifying tournament starting this weekend. Namibia will be hoping to end a 31-year drought since the last time the country made an appearance at the global showpiece. For many of the team members, a World Cup berth will be the greatest achievement their netball careers. Two of the teams participating in the African qualifying tournament, South Africa and Uganda, have already qualified due to their position in the world ranking. This means that the rest of the teams in the competition are battling it out for the only two available spaces left. Only Tanzania, Zimbabwe, Botswana and South Africa stand in the way of an ambitious and talented Namibian side. The other teams also hoping to get their names on the World Cup list are Zambia, Malawi, Eswatini and Kenya in Group B. Namibia's Jewels, however, are only focused on starting and finishing the competition and on the group on a high note. That is why, despite the controversy that is currently shrouding the competition, Namibia still remain firm of the goal. For the first time, we have a team that is ready to compete. Here is what they had to say.
Be part of the Debmarine Namibia netball team, the one that is preparing to go to the qualifying games in South Africa, and we appreciate the job that the Commission is doing and the netball Namibia they're doing for the girls, for the building up of the team, so that they can qualify for 2023 World Cup. We had the training. I was with the girls for the past 3 weeks, and this is the 4th week for the preparation, and the preparation has gone well. All the girls are ready. They are physically fit, mentally and physically. They are ready for the competition. And we are not going there just to compete, but we are going there to not to participate, but we are going there to win, because these girls that have come from far since 2017. When they started their journey for the qualification, and this is their year for them to qualify in Africa. We have seen in 2015 that Zambia qualified for the World Cup, and in 2019 it was Zimbabwe, and this year it's Namibia. I'm just giving the Namibian nation that they have to support these girls. They've carried the 2.something million people in Namibia, and they know we have been with them in sessions of one-on-one that we are explaining about the sport, how it is, and if we compare it with the way our country is moving. So you have believed with these girls. There are 12 of them, and there are 12 disciples of God for Namibia, because the number 12 it doesn't come from somewhere, but you have given the job that they should go there and play and display Namibian style and qualify for the Namibian nation for more than people, which are 2.something million that they are looking towards for these girls. And that you have called us to carry the flag, we are carrying the whole Namibia, even young, even old, everyone, they are in their hands. So I'm just hoping that these girls that have listened, that you have got sponsors that they are coming, go there, go and shine, take the Namibia flag up, and then the world can see. With these words, thank you.
Because now they are Namibians, they are no longer individuals.
Wow. Just say, I love the video, but never say you must.
No, you can talk, you can smile.
From our side, we just really want to say thank you, first of all, to Debmarine for sponsoring us, for believing in us, mostly for believing in a girl child sport. The sponsorship goes way further than what we think it is. It doesn't just go to the team, it goes beyond. Some of us are village people. It's a motivation to the village kids when they see me on TV or playing netball or being a captain of Desert Jewels team. So we are very happy to have a brand that big on our backs. Secondly, thank you to the Sport Commission for also supporting us. Thank you, Netball Namibia. We do see the effort that you put in. Maybe we also don't say thank you enough, but we do appreciate the little that you do, or the much you do. And just like it has been said already, we have been walking this journey for a very long time, and I do believe right now this is our time. We have so much. We have so much on our advantage. Last year we have a South African coach, so we have a bit of South Africa on us, we have a bit of Malawi in us, we have a bit of Zimbabwe in us, and then we have Namibia. So I think this time around, guys, we are ready. Ladies, are we ready? Yes. And we are excited. So please do support us. The Namibian nation support us, regardless what happened. We are carrying the whole country on our backs, and yes, you are going to see next week we're going to have this same meeting. We'll be planning about the World Cup. Yes.
That was our dedicated session to the netball team that will be in South Africa, Cape Town to be precise, for a big World Cup qualifying tournament. We just hope they can do the best for the country. As you heard from the coach herself, that the hopes of over 2 million Namibians rest on the players there. And it's quite a confident team. I was there at the press conference and you could see that it is a team that is trying to push forward. Well, the pipeline still continues, and this time it is with rugby. For the first time in Namibia Rugby Union history, FNB Kudu Rugby Club will host and play a Premier League Rugby semi-final match in Walvis Bay. All roads will lead to the Jan Vulcan Stadium, where the Kudus will take on the University of Namibia Rugby Club. That is at 15:45 on Saturday in the coastal town. The club sealed the deal last weekend when they claimed a 10-0 victory against Western Suburbs in Walvis Bay. The Kudu Reserve League team also managed to secure a spot in the semi-finals, but will have to travel to Rehoboth to play against Rehoboth 2 Kudu coach Gavan Esterhazen labeled the win against Western Suburbs as the morale booster and said it restored the players' confidence after they suffered a defeat against Grootfontein. It is good we have gained momentum for the next game. This season is a dream season for us to start with the boys who ended in 8th position last year, last on the log, and to build with them and see them grow is a dream, he said. But our season is not yet done. We are working hard for the next one, and I'm very happy that we are playing on our home ground, which will be a great advantage for us. However, it is going to be another tough match for which we are prepared to work very hard for, the coach said. In another semi-final action, a cheekbone fracture has ruled out FNB Wanderers star national sender JC Krailing from the contention for tomorrow's Namibia Rugby Union Premier League semi-final against FNB Rehoboth. This is how the locked finished before the teams came into this big one. That is FNB Wanderers there coming on top, while Kudus came, that is second. FNB Unam was in third. FNB Rehoboth was in fourth place, and you could see Rio Falcon at the bottom of the table there. And if you can see on the reserve league as well, you will see that it was indeed and big one there for FNB Wanderers, again dominating that one, while Rehoboth in second place. It was indeed a stellar season from them there, and the Kudus team as well making it, that is also into the top positions, while FNB Unam too was in fourth position. Once again, Rio Falcon was the team that struggled to make the most of this season. The Standard Bank Namibia Secondary School Sports Super League continues this weekend with some mouth-watering fixtures. 3 games are set to take place on Saturday, with the highlight match being the KCM and 1 Construction VAP hosting Schumann's Group Windhoek Gymnasium Lions at Office Park. PSG Walvis Bay PS, who start to the league as they have lost all 3 games they have played so far, host Dr. Lemmer at Narki Park. Dr. Lemmer sit at the bottom of the table as they not recorded a win yet. So this is set for both teams. Kickoff is at 11. You can also see the weekend fixtures there as the teams and NMH brings these matches to you as live, and some of them repeated, so you have to trust in NTV Sports Department as they continue to bringing you this live action. We understand that the rugby matches will also be broadcasted live. That is the semi-finals from Erongo as well as here in Windhoek. It is indeed said to be a very, very intriguing and entertaining weekend from all fronts and from all sectors. We also have the Capricorn Bank Windhoek Schools netball also in action. So it is an action-packed one. So be glued to your screens as we bring you more. For now, we cross over, that is to Ariochad for international news. But before that, we go for the marketplace.
You know, a few weeks ago, I would never do this on a Saturday morning. Back then, I was standing in line all day. Now it's just like that.
You are using the FNB banking app like I told you.
Girl, it saved my weekend. Now I can do all my banking on this.
Payments, transfers, checking statements.
Even opening accounts. Just like that. Oh, did I tell you what my husband did?
Even me, I want to save time with the, what's the name of the app?
FNB app.
Don't be left behind. Make the switch to the FNB app, online banking or cell phone banking, and change the way you bank to change your life. FNB, how can we help you?
Good day, everyone. Time for international sports news, and starting off with tennis news first. It is the Western Eastern Classic or Championship that's being played in Cincinnati in the USA. The best players, men's and women's players in the world in action. They're leading up to the US Open starting in a few weeks' time. Big news on the women's side of the draw is number 1 and 2 seed both out of the tournament. It is firstly Iga Swiatek that lost to Madison Keys of America, and the score there was 6-3 and 6-4. And then also it is Annette Kontaveit. She lost to Shang, and she is from China. Score 2-6, 6-4 and 6-4. A good result also for Jessica Pegula. A good day for the Americans with both Keys and Pegula winning. Pegula beat Emma Raducanu, the US Open champion of 2022. She beat her in 2 sets, 7-5 and 6-4. Also news from the men's draw is that Rafael Nadal, number 3 seed, he also lost. He's still recovering from a stomach injury, but he's out of the tournament. He lost to Borna Solic from Croatia. The score is 7-6, 4-6 and 6-3. Big results also for Daniel Medvedev. He's through to the next round, and he beat Denis Shapovalov of Canada. Score 7-5 and 7-5. And then Taylor Fritz continue his good run. He earlier beat Nick Kyrgios, and he beat Andrei Rublev by 6-7, 6-2 and 7-5. And continuing with golf news, 2 tournaments being played that we can give results of at the moment, men's tournament and women's tournament. Firstly, the women's tournament is the Aramco Team Series that is being played in Spain. It's part of the Ladies PGO, the Aramco Series, and it is Jessica Korda of the USA that had a brilliant first round of 61-11 under par. That is equaling the world record, or the record for the lowest ever round on the Ladies PGA. She's a world number 14. Her sister Nelly Korda also playing in the tournament. She's a few shots back, also a good round, 67-5 under par. Then in second place, that is -6. That's 5 shots behind the leader at the moment. That is Marianne de Rooij. She is from Belgium. She came in with a 66. And in the men's tour, it is the FedEx playoffs that started. The first round is done, and it is Keegan Bradley of the USA that is leading after the first round. It is the BMW Championship. The leading 70 players on the FedEx list is playing in this tournament. The top 30 will go to the finals next weekend. Keegan Bradley came in with a 64. That is 7 under par. In second place at the moment, Adam Scott of Australia on -6, and then -5 it is Shane Lowry of Northern Ireland. Scotty Scheffler and Rory McIlroy, some of the other high-profile players in this tournament, they both came in with -3. It's also a good tournament so far for Christian Besson. Good first round. He came in with a -4 score of 67. Moving on to cricket news on international sport, and it is India that currently tours Zimbabwe. The first of the 3 ODI 50-over ODIs were played. Quite a convincing win for India in the first game. It was Zimbabwe that batted first, 189 all out, and then it was India that replied by 192 without loss to win by 10 wickets. The second game will be played tomorrow, and the third game will be played on Monday. That is, all those games will be played at the Harare Sports Grounds. Then also still with cricket, it is New Zealand currently touring the West Indies. They're also playing a series of 3 ODI 50-over games a series, and the first one was won by the West Indies by 5 wickets. The second one is played on Friday today, later today Southern African time, and then the last one will be played on Sunday. To close off today's international sports news, some soccer news. Still the transfer window is open for English Premier League teams to get new players. One of the teams that's been battling the season with the first 2 games is Manchester United, and the news from them is that they're trying to sign a very high-profile Brazilian midfielder. His name is Casemiro. He's 30 years old. He's been playing for Real Madrid since 2013. Very experienced midfielder, and seems like they made good progress to hopefully for Manchester United to sign him. It's going to be expensive, $60 million it's going to cost to sign him from Real Madrid. His contract still goes to 2025. He's a very experienced player, Casemiro. He played many games for Real Madrid since 2013. In that time, he won 3 La Ligas and also 5 Champions League titles with Real Madrid. So that's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great day and sport weekend. We talk again on Monday. Goodbye.
Thank you so much, Ari, Well, that is all we had for you today. Catch the Sport Rep show that is on Saturday as we wrap up the weekend. From me, Jesse Jackson Kauraiza, I will be back on Tuesday as Limba Mupetani unpacks the Monday show. Enjoy the weekend. Goodbye.